What's up, FPL gaffers? Welcome to my channel. My name is Jason Pereira. And firstly, I would like to apologize for the lack of content on this channel. It's purely been because of a hectic work schedule and the weather not being favorable on my days off to continue with the videos. But I am here today because my rank was quite high in last season's FPL, and I said to myself, if I get into the top 100k, I will get some information to help you and your teams do well in FPL this season, where the deadline is today, guys. Today. It's in about 4 hours at the time of recording. So please do not forget to submit your squads in time. Now, let me give you a brief intro on myself. For those of you who already know me, I've put the timestamps in the description below. Feel free to jump ahead and see the fantastic FPL content that I have brought to you. I would also like to apologize if you see I'm a bit nervous. I'm looking forward to getting better at this as the time passes. So, to start off, I was born in Benauli, which is a village in Goa, and as a young kid, I took a liking to football very quickly, where I moved on to start playing in the underaged groups for Salset Football Club. Those of you remember Salset Football Club. I then moved on to Franza packs, those kids and adults who were watching the NFL, now called the I League. Franza Packs was a team in the NFL before. I played in their age groups. I played in the under 14s, under 16s, then moved on to Velsampale for the under 16 team again. Moved on to then Beth Albatin Sporting Club, where we won the league that season, and then moved on to Cesar Football Academy, where I had a contract of 3 years in the underage groups, which was the under 18s and the under 20s. Once that contract expired, Cesar then extended my contract and gave me a professional contract to play in the Goa Pro League for 2 years, where then I moved to Santa Cruz Club of Cavelosi for a year and then moved to Vasco Sports Club for 2 years before me, being a Goan, changed my nationality and came here to the UK, where I started working with JD Sports and then working with EasyJet now as a cabin crew. So, before I take you through the FPL content, I would like to give a big up to FPL content creators. This is purely not for the views, guys. This is because I personally follow them, take information from every possible FPL content creator. That's what I would suggest to you guys as well, so that you can give your team the best chance of making the most points in your FPL teams. So, a big up to FPL Raptor, FPL Andy, Planet FPL, which is FPL James, FPL Focal, FPL Harry, FPL Tom, and FPL Mate. If I missed anyone, my apologies. I really sincerely apologize. But I've mentioned these names purely because I'm subscribed to them and I take as much information from these great FPL content creators to set up my team. So, before I take you again through my team, FPL this season has added CBITs, which is clearances, blocks, interceptions, and tackles for defenders and midfielders. So, with midfielders, you need to make a total of 12 CBITs combined. So, total of maybe 12 clearances, blocks, interceptions, and tackles to gain an extra 2 points for your midfielder. As a defender, you need to make 10 of these to gain the extra 2 points, which is why when I bring out my team, you will see why I have not invested much in defenders, as defenders from, I won't say smaller teams, from teams that do not have much possession are more likely to get these CBITs in even the first 60 minutes of the game. So, taking you through my team, I have gone with Robert Sanchez of Chelsea and Martin Dubravka of Burnley, purely because they rotate well and I like the fixtures for Chelsea in the opening five as well. So, with my goalkeeper choice, you could go with Matt Sells as well, but again, I didn't want to go with a double Nottingham defense purely because, as you will see, I've already got Nico Williams in there. Now, coming on to my defenders, I have got Diouf of West Ham, the new signing for West Ham. I have seen some preseason matches where he does play quite high and is almost like a midfielder in some of the matches. So I've gone with Diouf, Mickey van der Ven purely because again he's playing Burnley, which is why Martin Dubravka is on the bench. Um, Tottenham are not that great of a defensive team, but I'm looking for Thomas Frank to improve the defense at least compared to what they were in the last season. Then I've also gone with Anderson from Fulham purely because he rotates well when the fixtures get tough, either for Van der Ven, Nico Williams, Diouf, or Mark Gay, who again is in my team. Now, moving on to the midfielders, I've gone with Mo Salah. I'm not going to go against this legend of FPL again because he purely punished me last season. I could have got into the top 50k, but I thought I'd go against Salah in some of the game weeks, and that purely backfired. So I've gone with Salah. I'll be going with Cole Palmer again purely because of the fixtures. I've gone with a cheaper midfielder like Kieran Dewsbury Hall. I've seen him play at Chelsea. He's done well. I think he will also do well in that Everton midfield if he gets the minutes. I've also gone with Bruno Fernandes in midfield purely because I've watched a few of his preseason games and I think he's good for the CBITs again and he can get you the attacking returns. So my fifth and final midfielder is Potts of West Ham. I guess at this stage it's just purely because I need that 15th man to complete my squad. No offense, Potts, but I have chosen him just to make up the 15th man in the squad. Now, with my attack, I've gone with the trio of João Pedro, uh, Ollie Watkins, and Bowen. Bowen, Ollie Watkins, more because of the fixtures, and I think they can get something. The only player I'm actually concerned about is João Pedro, simply because I've watched Chelsea matches a lot, and I think Liam Delap on the bench is also raring to go as he comes off and scores or will be involved in goals. So with this team I would like to start the season with and see where it takes me. Also, if you've not played FPL before, FPL now have added your wild card, your free hit, your triple captain, and bench boost to be used twice in one season. This has never happened before. So, with these four chips being able to be played once in the first to the 19th game week, I think I'm pretty much locked on to this team simply because if anything goes wrong, at the most I know I can wildcard out of it or I can use my free hit at some point and get to speed onto where I am. So this is my team, guys. Finally, I will with the content I will be able to stream more during the winters than the summers purely because of my job. I'm not saying I do not like FPL, by no means. I do love FPL. That's why I'm here. I'm going to give you a chance to take as much information from as many content creators from FPL as you can to give your team the best chance to make those points and climb up the ranks in FPL. So, this is all for today, guys. I will be getting you content. I will try and get you content on a daily basis. If not, apologies for that, but that's the aim for now. If you'd like to support my channel, please hit that subscribe button, like the video. I'm aiming to reach 5k subscribers at least till mid season and then we take it from there, okay? So This is all for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Again, please, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button and like the video, share to as many people as you can, and let's climb the ranks together. Thank you very much for watching.